Our 24-inch grapevine came from Michael's and it was $6.49. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the tag. We're gonna go ahead and clean it. Just cut any loose vines that are hanging off just to make it a little neat. And for some reason, there's always dirt inside of this, like pieces of branches. So we're just gonna go ahead, sniff off any ends that we don't want, and then clean the inside of the grapevine before we continue to work on it. Now this part is optional. I take floral wire and I tie it around the grapevine. This is just to pull it a little closer to make it a little tighter. So that way, if you put your leaves and branches inside and you want to use the grapevine again without using hot glue, you definitely don't have to worry about them falling out. So I'm just going to go all the way around the grapevine and I'm going to tie it on the back when I'm done and then just cut the wires and then place any wire that's left inside of the grapevine. And yes, I got this floral wire from Dollar Tree. So keep your eyes open because Dollar Tree always has floral wire. It might not be green, but it really doesn't matter if you're going to go ahead and cover the whole grapevine. Now the Joann's has gone out of business. The only place I really can find grapevines is Michael's. I know Hobby Lobby sells them, but you don't always find them in 24 inches. And majority of the time that I've gone, I really haven't found any grapevines. So pretty much been getting them out from Michael's. And I do miss Joann's, not only for the grapevines, but for their holiday decorations and the mesh ribbon. Our Magnolia bush came from Hobby Lobby. Now there was 17.99, 19.99, and I did find one. As you can see, this one is really empty. I found that one for 4.99. So the prices were different. I don't know if the 17.99 is the new price or the 19.99. But either way, I did use 4 bundles to complete this bush, and only because I think the third one, like I said, the 4.99, didn't have a whole lot of leaves, so I end up using a fourth one. So all you do is go ahead and put the hot glue at the tip of your leaf and place it inside of your wreath. You're going to continue this process all the way around your grapevine. Put a little hot glue at the tip of your leaf and place it inside of the grapevine. Make sure it's snug in there. The glue sticks to the branches. That way you know it definitely will stick in there since we're just using the tip of the leaf. Now, if you want, you can also take one of the leaves as you go around and take and place a brown one. Just flip it over and it'll be green, and here and there you'll have a brown leaf within your wreath if you like. If not, you can just keep it going this way and keep it all green to the front. Since these leaves do not have a stem, if you have a hard time getting them inside of your grapevine, what I did was I took this little tool that I got from Dollar Tree with the needle point, but you can use an ink pen, anything that has a tip, and just use that to push the tip of the leaf inside of the grapevine. So this way you're not burning your fingers. And after I placed the leaf inside the wreath. I did also add just a little hot glue just to make sure. After I pushed it down inside, I added a little hot glue. So don't be afraid to use hot glue to make sure that you're going to keep the tips of the leaves inside. Now right here, I'm going around to make sure there is no grapevine showing. So I'm going to make sure all the outside well as the inside is covered. And like I said, if you like, you can always flip a leaf over and put it in backwards just to give it a little brown to your wreath. Once we're satisfied that our wreath is covered totally, we are done with this part of the DIY. So you can end it here, or we can go ahead and now we can make it a holiday wreath by adding some berries to it. Now these berries covered in snow came from Hobby Lobby. They were $3.99 and we're going to use two. So we're going to take our Zekta knife and we're going to slice it down the middle to loosen up the paper that is wrapped around the stems of the berry. Be careful because you know these knives are sharp. If you can get a Zekta knife in Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, online, you can get them anywhere. If not, just use a blade. I forgot what it's called. The blade that's inside the case that you just, a box cutter. You can use a box cutter to do the exact same thing. And all you're going to do is slice it down the middle. You'll see the groove within the wrapping that is around the stems. Just cut it down. You want to make sure that you do have enough of a stem so that you can place inside of your wreath. Of the wreath. Now, once we have all our berries cut down from the stem, we're just going to go ahead and start placing them throughout the wreath. Now, we're not going to glue these because we're going to take the berries out, and then when the spring comes, you can put spring flowers. Now, if you want to make this a Christmas wreath, then you can go ahead and hot glue and put the berries in. But if you do it that way, I would suggest using more berries, or if you like the way this looks, this is just a little hint of Christmas, so that way, like I said, we can take the berries out when we're done. So we're not going to hot glue them. If you want, you can make a very loose bow, just like you tying your shoes, and then just cut it and let the ribbon hang down. Or you can make a really small bow and hang it. But I think this looks gorgeous without a bow. But if you decide to add a bow, those are two suggestions that you can use. Once we have all our berries inside of our grapevine wreath, we are done with this DIY. So you have it two ways that you can display it. You can display this wreath all year round, and then you can just add different flowers by taking them out, adding them in, or you can just go ahead and hot glue and put your berries inside. Either way is your wreath. Do it the way that you want, but I think it's great that we can just go ahead and add flowers as the seasons change. Well, my loves, thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. If you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we would love to have you here. If you're returning, thank you for coming back and spending time with me. Remember, it's the holiday season, so pack your patience. Have a blessed day, and remember, it costs nothing to be kind, and we will see you in our next video. Aloha for now.